When you think of discipline, what comes to mind? For many of us, it's a word wrapped in tension, with a hint of shame from past attempts that didn't pan out. It often equates to doing something you know you have to, but don't always feel like doing. It's uncomfortable. But what if I told you that this practice could bring up an entirely different feeling? Over time, I've come to realize that it's not about restriction. It is self-love in motion. It is a steady parent who has their child's best interest at heart. It is an anchor in the changing seas of life. And here's the real secret. It's not as insurmountable as we make it. It's simply a shift in mindset away. A dedication to taking one small step, then another and another. This video will help you see discipline in a new light, as freedom and not limitation. Let's take a journey into it, one step at a time. Discipline feels like a big, beautiful mountain that's intimidating at first glance. I haven't even taken the first step, yet I can already picture my legs trembling a quarter of the way in. At the same time, I know this journey will be so rewarding. Ask yourself, is it worth staying stuck at the base held back by hesitation? We could be halfway up, feeling the breeze in our hair, hearing the hum of bees, or seeing views we could never have imagined. Sure, our calves might be on fire, and hey, we'll probably regret skipping leg day, but boy will it be worth it. Take that first step and let momentum handle the rest. The truth is, trying something new and venturing into the unknown is hard. However, staying stuck where you are is hard too. So what would life look like if you consistently chose the hard that led to a brighter tomorrow? You see, that's all it is. It's choosing the kind of hard that leads somewhere breathtaking, the kind where treasure awaits us not only at the end of the summit, but also in glimpses along the journey. It all comes down to the choices we make. Now that we understand the big, pretty mountain, let's look at where this path leads without self-control. Reflect for a moment. What do you deeply desire? What journey have you put on hold? And what happens if you don't start? Pause this video and really think about it for a second. The price is that months or years from now, you could still be in the same position, with the same unfulfilled hopes and dreams. Except now, there's an added weight of shame and disappointment, with a sense of missed opportunities lingering in the air. It's all fueled by the lack of action, the fear of failing, or the habit of waiting for the right time. The thing is, without willpower, we have no anchor. We are carried by the changing tides, moving from one place to another without a clear destination in mind. Discipline can be the anchor we need to give us everyday stability. It guides us and helps us to stay on course towards our dreams, regardless of the winds or the waves. I'm not going to focus on all the benefits, but as you can see, they are endless, like the horizon. It impacts every aspect of your life. It is a skill that shapes who we become, which is why it's absolutely essential to practice. Imagine if it were as easy as taking a breath. What would it feel like if you let it be simple? Here's a mindset shift for you. It can be. Sometimes we overcomplicate life, especially when emotions are involved. But discipline is doable if we let it be. It's a choice. That's all it is. Remember I said it's about choosing your hard? Well, which hard are you choosing? Which hard will propel you forward? And which hard will keep you stuck? When we start here, it's easier to choose a path that best aligns with where we want to go. A decision isn't a maybe or when I feel like it. It's a commitment. I'm doing this now because it matters to me. I'm doing it because I'm worth it. Keep it simple with as little emotion attached as possible. Overcomplication gives excuses room to sneak in. Plain and simple. Is this good for me now? Will it be good for me tomorrow? Decide and then act. Have you ever tried to fight against a loving parent? Sometimes building structure can feel that way. But why do parents discipline their children? Though it may seem harsh, it's because they deeply love them and want what's best for them. Now, what if you leaned into that same loving compassion towards yourself? Be the loving parent within you. Choose your highest good every single day. Instead of allowing every impulse to run wild, say no to things that don't serve you, and hell yes to things that do. It's like leaving a little love note to your future self. I care about you. I care about your happiness. Always keep in mind, you are both the parent and the child. The question is, which part of you will get the final say? And funny enough, it's tempting to rebel when it feels forced. It's why when you tell yourself to stop eating chocolate, you suddenly crave it twice as much and it's all you can think about. Think of a time when you pushed back against something you knew was good for you, like going to the gym. What happened? Did you feel empowered or disappointed? Instead of seeing this as a must or a restriction, try reframing it as something you get to do or want to do. This way, it's empowering and less of a battle. Let's look at these adorable doggos for a second. One owner thinks discipline kills joy, so they let their dog do whatever it wants. The other sees it as a way to form good qualities and nurture their relationship with their best friend. Consider the impact these two types of pet parents would have. Under the guidance of one, they are little hurricanes. They chew on anything they can find and miss out on fun outings because they can't be trusted to listen. With a second, they are gentle fluff balls who listen like pros, get to enjoy new places, play freely, and experience more of life with less stress involved. Discipline doesn't restrict. It opens the door to freedom and joy. And hey, it's never too late. Whether you're training your dog or yourself, all it requires is consistency, patience, and grace. Luckily, even old dogs can learn new tricks. While in the process of learning yourself new tricks, an anchor is extremely important because it keeps you grounded. But remember, it also holds you in place. True wisdom lies in knowing when to stay anchored and when to let the current guide you. Discipline is powerful, and so is flexibility. If you're focused on building a new habit, lock in that anchor to build consistency. But as soon as you're confident and have built trust in yourself, lifting the anchor and being flexible can also bring happiness and create the balance we all need. Most importantly, always follow your intuition. What works for one person might not work for you, and that's okay. Only you'll know when to be strict and when you're ready to flow. We all have our struggles with discipline, and that's perfectly fine. You're not going to master it overnight. But imagine what you could accomplish 6 months from now if you took one intentional step each day. It's not about following rules, but about lovingly creating the life you deserve, one choice at a time. And more so than anything, let it be easy. Let it bring you joy. If you want to take this further, I've created a beautiful guide to help you reflect and realign, along with some fun affirmations. Download it now. The link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you lots of love and light on your journey of being and becoming.